now, KITV4 weather.
Welcome to Weather Now. We have some very large surf out there for the north and western shores. The north and west of Kauai, north-facing shores of Oahu, Molokai, as well as the island of Maui under a high surf warning well through Thursday afternoon. Very strong rip currents, dangerous battering waves are going to be out there. We could reach up to 35-foot faces. There's also an advisory up for the western shores of Oahu, and the northern shores of the Big Island could get up to that 18-foot face threshold. So be very careful if you are headed out there, if you are an experienced, more so a pro surfer. Other than that, these are not going to be the conditions for you, more so spectator type of stuff. 30-foot faces, what we're forecasting up to Surf News Network. Again, it could get up to 35. We have a small southwesterly swell during the weekend and also another moderate northwesterly swell. Not quite these conditions, maybe high surf advisory stuff. Now, a small craft advisory is up there for most Hawaiian waters. I know a lot of advisories out there in the water, so just be very careful if you are headed out. A northerly swell at 10 to 15 feet with east-northeasterly knots getting up to 15. For the bigger picture weather-wise here, this is that storm system attributed to where we're getting this very large early season swell from, but it's also attached to a cold front that's going to stall out over the islands and then begin to fall apart later on this evening. That will give us some wet weather well through Thursday morning. We'll get to that rain forecast in just a moment. First, our Doppler radar in the overnight hours, definite drier scenario this morning to start than it was the previous day. Still, we managed to pick up a little bit more than 2 inches for both Oahu Forest as well as Manoa, a little shy of 3/4 of an inch for Mautoi Ale, and it left us with a beautiful picture. Not only do we need the wet weather, but we have some sights to enjoy along with it. Now, our rain forecast that you can track anytime online at KITV.com. Here's that front starting to affect us in the overnight tonight, well through at least Thursday afternoon, where it starts to break apart. We get a little bit more relief from that, but expect it to be a little active. Partly to mostly sunny today. That will change starting tonight, and a little bit cloudier, breezier conditions, and then in the extended forecast, the breezy weather will gradually ease off through the weekend into the start of next work week. In fact, Tuesday we are looking at a potential Kona wind pattern, the possibility of fog, so keep posted for that. But for the rest of the work week, a little bit wet into the weekend. If you're making outdoor plans, it's looking good with moderate trade wind speeds.